My name is Marty Ludis, and I'm going to explain the concept of a Callery Pear succession forest where farmland is retired and over time transitions into forested acreage. My focus is on the Bradford Pear that everyone recognizes in March by its white flowers and unusual odor. The common Bradford pear converts back to being a Callery pear. The tree is invasive and very difficult to control and permanently remove. I'm going to use a 30-acre tract of land to explain the title of this video, Bradford Pear Tree Farmland Invasion. I'll use Google Earth Pro historical imaging to explain this process. From a distance, the farm acreage in 1993. This is the last farmland that did not get developed and how it looks today. This is your first chance to examine carefully the 30-acre farmland lot that was invaded by the Bradford pear tree. Do you see anything unusual in this forested acreage? Probably not. That's why the concept of a Callery pear succession forest must be understood, and this can be accomplished by watching it incrementally form and spread over a very short period of time. March of 1998. Focus on the farmhouse surrounded by the Bradford pears. The lawn contrasts somewhat from the field around it. 4 years forward to March of 2002, and the Bradford pear trees are well defined and surrounding clear area. Also note the area to the west is also cleared. 3 months later, June of 2002, the trees are clearly visible. In this photograph, I counted a total of 12 Bradford pear trees. Generally speaking, you should not plant one type of tree if you intend on establishing a healthy yard. But at the time, Bradford pears were very popular. They thrived in our soil and weather, very inexpensive, and most importantly, grew fast. And people loved the flowering branches in spring, but had to tolerate the fish smell they emitted nonetheless. Moving to March of 2007, clear cutting on the bottom of this portion of the farm and a road cut in for access at the top. This road removed all of the trees west of the farmhouse. 3 years forward to July 2010, and the farmland is cleared pasture, and it appears that only 3 Bradford pears remain on the property where the house used to be. Invisible to your eyes, the Bradford pear invasion has already begun. The original tree is reverting back to the Callery tree through 2 methods of reproduction: seed germination and root growth. The red circle designates the initial new tree growth. 5 years forward to May of 2015, and the Bradford pear invasion is well underway and unstoppable. The original hybrid grafted Bradford pear has converted back to a Callery pear. It's spreading like cancer, and it is emerging from seed germination and root suckers. This is in the most immediate area of the Bradford pears that were spared. But across the street, the Callery pear spread is also visible and taking hold. October of 2016, and the Callery pear tree invasion has spread uniformly across the entire planting field. Now, there are 3 areas of Callery pear forest succession, all on this 30-acre parcel. February of 2018. Callery pear trees before they leaf out in spring. November 2020, and the invasion is complete and remarkable. The growth is so fast and vigorous, there is no time for other trees to establish because the soil will be shaded and run over by the Callery pear tree. Advanced to March of 2021, the original home site plot is heavily covered, and so is the area beside it. The remaining field is unmistakably being filled in. Advancing to March of 2022, the Callery pear tree progeny of the Bradford pear displays white blooming branches that confirm the extent of the invasion. This unfortunate transition of the farmland is referred to as monoculture. All one species, no diversity, and this forest is completely comprised of an out-of-control, non-native, ornamental tree. May of 2022, and the trees are quickly filling in, preventing any ground vegetation and tree diversity. Now it's time to summarize. The Bradford pear farmland invasion is detected in 2015. In 2025, just 10 years, it has evolved into this forest, and this invasion will continue for years until the land is finally clear-cut for development. I encourage you to look for the telltale signs of Bradford pear invasion that is lying in wait, like in this example. Unfortunately, with all the development in North Carolina, farmland is converting into residential neighborhoods, and healthy, diverse succession forests are extremely rare. If you have a friend or family member who owns open land or a pasture, inspect it with them for the presence of this invasive tree.